So this is the imperfect subjunctive. This is a brand new verb that maybe you have never seen before. And it is used for situations that are not real, that are probable, but we don't know if they are ever going to take place. And how do you form it? It's a little tricky because it starts with the preterite. So you have to take the verb, like venir, and conjugate it in the third person preterite. So you need to know your preterite. And then delete the on, keep that stem, and add these endings. All the endings, no matter what, are going to end with a something. And you are always going to start with the ellos form, even if you want tú, él, or nosotros. Always start with ellos in the preterite. Drop the O and add these endings. So if you have the verb hablar, you have ellos hablaron, drop the O and add the endings. Tener would be tuvieron. And this is the reason why you do the preterite. Some verbs don't change, but others have a completely different form, but it's the same form that you use in the preterite. So that's why you start from the preterite that you already know, and then you build from there. So, do you know the preterite of these verbs? So it would be ellos vinieron, ellos trajeron, ellos durmieron, ellos fueron, ellos pusieron, y ellos fueron. So if you don't know this form, you need to review your preterite because you're going to have trouble with imperfect subjunctive. Once you know the preterite, imperfect subjunctive is going to be very, very easy. Another verb that you're going to need is the conditional, and that we already know, and that one is easy. What do? You just add ia to all the whole verb. So hablar, hablaría, comer, comería, vivir, vivirías. This one you already know because this one we did already. There are some irregulars that you need to remember that are listed here. And once you know the imperfect subjunctive and the conditional, you can build sentences about hypothetical situations. All those sentences are going to start with si. That means if. So if I were American, I would speak English better, because you're listening to all my mistakes now. So, esta es la estructura that you will need. Si, one verb and imperfect subjunctive. This is the hypothesis. This is what you don't know if it's going to take place. Si yo viviera en Argentina, that's a supposition. It's not real. That's why you need a verb that it's in the imperfect subjunctive. Yo escucharía español todos los días. So this type of structure is the structure that you need to know how to build. And you can say things like this. Si recicláramos más, el mundo tendría menos contaminación. Si yo fuera presidente, yo cambiaría algunas cosas. Si todos usáramos las computadoras, ahorraríamos papel. So, pay attention that you will always have the si attached to the imperfect subjunctive. This block you cannot break. Always, the verb that is going to be attached or connected to the si is the one that has the imperfect subjunctive. And on the other side, you have the conditional. You could switch the order if you want, and you could say, el mundo tendría menos contaminación si recicláramos más. So the order of the clauses can be switched, but you will never break this si recicláramos, si yo fuera, si usáramos. It always has to be attached.